Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Resident Alien Season 2, Episode 6, An Alien in New York. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get right back down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. If you don't want to know when I'm be on live, you can hit that bell down below, and YouTube won't notify you when I come on live, which is why there's nobody here other than me. But if you do want to know when I'm be on live, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it every week. Also have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. With that said, let's get down to it, shall we? Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Giving you enough time to hit pause, stop the video, whatever you're going to do. All that kind of good stuff. All right. That should be enough. There we go. So this is a lot of fun, this episode. There was a lot of things going on. There's 3 different storylines going on, and we might have a 4th storyline starting as well. And by the way, this episode was directed by Leah Thompson, and those of you who don't know Leah Thompson, she of course was in Back to the Future, among other movies. But I mean, Back to the Future, Howard the Duck. She played the mom, Lorraine. And yeah, she directed this episode, so it was kind of fun. So of course we have Harry and Asta going to New York, but before they can go to New York, oh man, Harry confronts Sahar about his his missing ball, and well, she actually comes over to tell him funny story. It's been stolen. He stole it from you, I stole it from him, and someone stole it from us. Most likely it's in the government's hand, all that kind of stuff. And while she's over, he of course hid the dog Murphy in the room with number 42, and number 42 gets mauled to death is what happens, unfortunately. So with his dying breath, he says, devour my body in butter and a nice Chardonnay. Which of course is what Harry does as he's crying and he's eating his friend, number 42, which I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, at one point, 42 is kind of an asshole, but at the same time, I don't think he deserved that kind of, demise, if you will. And yes, I know we're talking about a puppet who is both CGI and puppeted, if you will. So yeah, it was fun though. I mean, they did a good job with it. And I mean, Nathan Fillion's a good sport coming in and voicing the character and just having fun with it. And that's what this whole series is about, really, is having fun with this. So of course he and Asta go to New York. Harry and Asta go to New York. And also they found Harry's got a big bag of money inside the cabin, and we find out also that the real Harry was working with Dr. Sam Hodges, doing something nefarious with something called the Galvin Pal Group. And yeah, the whole thing with that's the reason why Sam Hodges had to die, and why Harry killed him with the botulism, is because he was ordered to by the Galvin Pal Group, because he was going to go to the cops. Sam was going to go to the cops. So we get a little further into that mystery as well. And so Asta and Harry go to New York, of course. They go to the pizza place where the number is on the, that Harry received. And there's, of course, no aliens there. But outside, there's a mural with some alien writing on it that he reads. And we find out that Goliath is the painter of all of this. And they go around to find Goliath's paintings and see if there's any kind of clues. And one of the paintings happens to be right by Galvin Powell Group. And lo and behold, Harry goes down to sample some pie because this is world's best pie. So of course he goes downstairs underneath this place, runs into a dude who knows Harry, and basically threatens Harry. So that's where we're at on that one. Um, in the meantime, as all of this is happening, of course, back in Patience, we have the mayors dealing with Jessup possibly getting a resort coming into Jessup to move in there. So, of course, the mayor, well, I should say the sheriff tells the mayor that they have some property that would be really good for the resort and good for the town. So, of course, he takes Darcy up there, or Darcy, I should say, takes him up there. And we find out that he really isn't he and Kate aren't really I guess compatible, if you will, but he and Darcy kind of are, which I'm wondering if this is going to happen further on down the line, where the mayor's going to get a divorce and Darcy and him are going to hook up, because they seem like they actually are right for each other at this point. Yeah, so we have that whole storyline going on too. And in the meantime, all of this, we have Deputy Baker and, of course, Sheriff Thompson. Sheriff Thompson's snapping at her. Of course, this is all dealing with the anniversary of his friend's death, his partner's death that happened. And she finally just has enough of it, handcuffs him to a bench, and asks him, "What the fuck is going on?" And so he tells him that the guy wasn't just his partner, he was kind of like his brother. They grew up together, they knew each other for 20 years, they joined the force together, all that stuff. And so he feels responsible, for his death because he sent him up the stairs. So we kind of have that resolution going on now too. um, and then finally, us and Harry, we go back to them in New York. And what's going on is they go to a art gallery at someone's home. Actually, what is her name now? I actually have it written down here. Um, Valinda Darva is her name, and she realizes that Harry is an alien. She asks, "How long have you known Harry was an alien?" Uh, and this is, of course, after she has told them, I don't know who Goliath is. Everything you want to know is in these paintings here, Goliath's paintings. And Harry drops acid, and as he is tripping balls, he of course starts expressing his alienness and leaves the gallery and is out in the streets of New York as an alien now at this point. Oh yeah, in the meantime, I forgot we also got a reappearance of Lisa Casper, which I keep forgetting her name is Lisa Casper, which it makes fun, of her being a ghost kind of thing, who of course works for General Wright, and she's in New York and looking for Harry. She's at the pizza place looking for Harry. Um, yeah, so we got all that going on. Like I said, good episode. We had a lot of stuff all of a sudden just kind of dumped on us. Um, I really wish we didn't have girls' night. I hate to say it. I mean, girls' night was fun in some respects, but it was not a good episode. It wasn't a good episode. Um, and honestly, we could have expanded more on what these three plot lines are going on right now, and kind of expanded them a little bit more and worked with them, because we only have I think we only have two more episodes before we go to break on this. And I'm actually looking at IMDb here as we're doing this. Here we go. Season 2. No, actually, we only have one more. No, we have two more episodes. That's right. We have Escape from New York and Alien Dinner Party is what we've got going on there. So March 16th will be the season 2 mid-season hiatus, and then I believe we come back in June. I think is what's supposed to be happening for the rest of those episodes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next two episodes. Harry in New York is actually uh funny. It's some good stuff. Uh Thomas Hill says I would stay, but Discovery is on. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping by the way. So yeah, it was a good episode. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, we got a lot that happened in this and a lot explained, a lot dumped on us all of a sudden. And we moved along the murder plot for a change at this point. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's Discovery. Yeah. So to each their own. That's not my cup of tea, but people like it. Um yeah, like I said, can't wait for next week. So Penn says it was a good episode. I liked the whole season, even girls' night. Yeah, I know. Uh, I just wasn't a big fan of it. I wanted to like it, I really did, but man, it was just a rough episode. It really was. It was a really rough episode. So, what else do I have going on the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow I'm off. Saturday I'm off. Sunday will be a special, Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off. Or if there's no news, I might just end up doing another spoiler alert. Depends on what's going on there. Monday I'm off. And then Tuesday will be an episode of Is It Worth My Time? And that is going to be the Batman. That's right. The Batman is going to be on Tuesday. Is It Worth My Time? Wednesday I'll be off. And then Thursday we roll back around again with another episode of Resident Alien. So there we go. I can see why they killed 42 Penn. He was actually kind of getting annoying. And then also, Harry's leaving for New York. We don't know how long he's going to be in New York. Who's going to watch after a sentient, octopus? It's not going to be the kids, that's for sure. You know. So yeah, they had to get rid of 42. I can see why they did it. So, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the rest of the night. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching, all those nasty, nasty videos, and they put it here. Basically, they pick one of my nasty videos that kind of goes with all the nasty videos you've been watching and try and match it as best as possible and stick it up there for you. And if you like what you see there, that subscribe button down below there. And if you can't hit that like button, the share button as well. Penn says, I thought he's take him and dump him in the ocean. Oh, he was supposed to dump him in the ocean, but the ocean's pretty far away. And, Harry, he gets distracted fairly easily. Like he said, he didn't see the medical files in the bottom of the bag of money because he got distracted by the coupon for ice cream. That's what happens. Oh, and by the way, Sunday I'll have new internet. So hopefully all this shit is faster and I don't slow down at times because, yeah, my internet service, I'm fairly sure was shit that I have right now. So, yeah. So I'm switching that out. I literally live right across the street from one of the hubs, one of the main, uh, fiber hubs and all that kind of stuff. So it's literally right across the street. So I should be going like balls out fast with gigabit speed and all that stuff. So, and I'm not. Anyway, that's my dilemma, not yours. All right. Hey, Morks, I'm just getting ready to leave here. You just got the notification? Is that what happened? Or is it just Texas time? CBM says, did your internet just skip when you were talking about it? Probably. I think it did, actually. I'm not surprised. I mean, well, let's just say so I had Wave, which actually moved over to Astound, which is what they normally were called before. And I noticed my service just went kind of dropped all of a sudden. I was like, fuck that. Going over to AT&T. So, yeah, let me start from the beginning. Works just for you. Ah, That's what the rewind button is for. That you hit the button that has two arrows going backwards. There you go. So, thank you, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up in a small little tank in a room with a dog who's going to maul you. But, as long as you have someone who's going to honor your death by eating your carcass bathed in butter along with a little Chardonnay, everything should be good. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care. Get those vaccine shots, get those boosters as well. Get the flu shot while you're at it too. It always works there. Um, you're the AT&T of people. Yeah, I know it's between the two. That's all I have. Unfortunately, CBM. So, yeah, I gotta try it out and see if it works. So, thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Stay safe out there and have a good rest of your night. Um, get out there, read a book, go outside. I can't go outside right now because it's raining. So, and the little dog, of course, is made of sugar, supposedly, and will melt in the rain. That's what she tells me anyway. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Have a good rest of your night and good start to the weekend, all that kind of stuff, too. Thanks, everybody. See ya.